Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5. And for the Knicks, we've got Mikal Bridges. Hart is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's Brunson in at the point. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Pass to Hart. New York moving the ball around. Anunoby outside. Now Hart. Out to the right wing. Brunson with a clean look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
Cunningham finds Duren. Pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. With some arc, Cunningham's shot is off. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. It's a 3-point game. Thompson against Anunoby. Cunningham outside. Count that one.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
And Towns throws it down.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Thompson, a screen on Brunson. Cunningham looking it over. The Knicks pull it in.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Bridges with it. Duren picks him up. Towns for 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has she shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player. You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. To the inside, Duran, and Duran slams it in.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that two-man set.
Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Banked in off the glass. Bridges has got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Duran. Down low, here's Cunningham. That shot off the mark. Good D by Ananobi. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. He talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send him double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Bridges outside. Pass to Towns. From outside, off the mark. The Pistons trailing. Cunningham outside, and Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Here's defended by Towns. Lock at 6. Ananobi against Harris. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
It's stolen by Duran. Thompson against Brunson. Pass to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Now, here's Cunningham. Connects from three-point range. Cunningham's got 7 points.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Here's Brunson. Cunningham with some nice D. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
And timeout called by J.D. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys. The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
And New York making a change here. Achua's checked in, and a switcher also for Detroit. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Asar Thompson. On defense, the Knicks. Cunningham kicks to Hardaway. Cunningham against Brunson. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Cunningham against Hart. Over Cunningham. Hart, no good. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Towns against Duran. Towns dishes to Bridges. A 3-ball. Duran pulls it in. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 7 points.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
It's Beasley on the wing. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Duran. Just 5 on the clock. Hardaway is screen on Bridges. Beasley for 3. Knicks with the rebound.
And even against, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Harris passes to Hardaway. Here's Beasley. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
You love to see a guard like Malik Beasley take it down low and be willing to compete and make a shot.
Pass to Hart. Towns up top. Now Bridges. Excellent D there from Beasley. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Harris outside. Here's Cunningham. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. High arcing shot, and they get rebound. There's a screen by Achua. Bridges attacking. And finally they hit one. 9 points in the game so far.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Back to Cunningham, and he lays it straight in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Knicks with the lead. Brunson the pass to Achua. Back to Brunson. Hart, wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Brunson against Cunningham. And Doris, what a breakout for the guard, Jalen Brunson, these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer. Boy, this guy can light you up.
Miles McBride's checked in for New York. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart checked in for Harris. Thompson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Listen, GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Brunson. He has 7, and good that time. Brunson's got 9.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a 3-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
Schroeder against Brunson. The drive by Schroeder. For 3, Beasley. A three-pointer is right on target. Beasley's got his second basket.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
The shot's good from Brunson.
Though there's a calmness to Jalen Brunson, there's also a competitive fire, and boy, from range, look out.
Schroeder up top. Brunson covering. To the paint. Here's Beasley. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Achua. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now it's a 3-point New York lead.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Beasley. Jacks up a 3. And it's Beasley again missing. New York leading by 3. And is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Brunson outside. Here's McBride. And again, New York with the triple.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always on time, on target.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Schroeder. He has yet to score. Stewart passes to Schroeder. Duran with the screen on Brunson. Towns with the steal. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Misses from close range. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end. They've been absolutely tremendous. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Not Holland. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Beasley. Then it's Thompson, and it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Pass to Bridges. Achua with it. 5 to shoot. Here's McBride. Robinson kicks to Payne. Now McBride. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Pistons trail by 6. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to Beasley. Thompson sets the pick. The Knicks pull it in. McBride with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. When a team Doors is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
First free throw is good. Anunoby, he's checked in for Cameron Payne. And McBride drops them both. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Pistons. Trailing here by 8. Pass to Holland. Shoots the 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Bridges. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Bridges has got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks. For Detroit, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, the length and skill set is a tremendous combination for Mikal Bridges. Starting to cook a little bit.
Schroeder with the ball. Robinson picks him up, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's McBride. He's guarded by Schroeder. McBride passes to Anunoby. Now Achua. Pass to McBride. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McBride's got 8.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score play the right way.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Now here's Schroeder, defended by McBride. Stewart with the screen on Bridges. Beasley with the bounce pass. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for New York. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Fontecchio's checked in. The Knicks leading by 7. Here's McBride. 8 points for him. Anunoby outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Holland. Now Beasley. Here's Holland. Nothing on the board. 5 on the clock. Over Towns. Holland, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
McBride finds Robinson. Towns looking around. Pass to McBride. New York missing again. Pistons trail by 9. And here's Stewart. Now Schroeder, defended by McBride. Stewart passes to Beasley. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Holland. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. Robinson sets a screen for Towns. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Right block shot. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Schroeder.
We know this. Dennis Schroeder at the point guard position is a thirsty scorer.
Pass to Towns. Anunoby outside. Back to Towns. McBride with the ball. Robinson a screen on Schroeder. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
Here's Schroeder. It's deflected. Pass to McBride. Shoots over Schroeder, and McBride gets it to go. And it's an 11-point Knicks lead.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Schroeder passes to Stewart. And here's Beasley, defended by Bridges. And Malik Beasley with the 3. Beasley's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Pistons. Here's McBride. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Anunoby. Back to McBride. Robinson kicks to Anunoby. Rebound, Detroit. Fontecchio with it. Still without a basket. Schroeder finds Fontecchio. That three off the mark. The Knicks leading by 8. Inside. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Detroit's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Stewart. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bridges. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Bridges has got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
To the wing on the left. Schroeder, left side. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
No good on the free throw. A different look for New York. Achua, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Bridges. And a different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Fontecchio. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Beasley. And he's good on the second. The Knicks leading by 11. Brunson outside. Anunoby covered. Towns with a triple. Pistons trail by. Pass to Cunningham. To the middle. He's looking for Duren and finds it. And Duren slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Brunson against Schroeder. Brunson the pass to Achua. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Harris.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
No good on that one. The Knicks making a switch here. Shamet's checked in. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Detroit. And the second free throw, good. Pistons trail by 10. Cunningham passes to Duren. The Pistons working the ball around now. Duren sets the screen for Hardaway. Shot from the low block. And Duren finishes inside. Duren's got 4 this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now, here's Shamet. Count that bucket. Shamet's got his first basket.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Cunningham kicks to Harris. Drills it from outside.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
Pass to Achua. Back to Brunson. Over Cunningham. Brunson being aggressive. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Hardaway is screen on Brunson. Brunson against Cunningham. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And just too fast. Cunningham slices right through.
Brunson the pass to Achua. Back to Brunson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
The first free throw is good. Hard, he's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Brunson against Cunningham. Here's the step back, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Cunningham outside. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. Shoots over Brunson. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to 6. That one coming from Cunningham.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
Now here's Brunson. They've held a 12-point lead early. It's good.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Bridges outside. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. And that one's good. Brunson.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Brunson against Cunningham. He gets it up. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach, this team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's Cunningham. We've got Anunoby. Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. Cunningham outside. Hardaway sets a screen for Cunningham. Shoots over Brunson. And again, Cunningham missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
New York moving the ball around. Brunson scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. Pistons trail by 8. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Anunoby. Pass to Duran. Over Brunson. Duran, no good. And for the Knicks, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Bridges shot, good.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Here's Cunningham after Mikal Bridges' bucket. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
New York leading by 10. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Brunson outside. Brunson for 3. Likes the look and drains it.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Hart finds Bridges. Inside, Anunoby outside. Pass to Brunson. Now here's Towns. He's covered by Thompson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Towns is so difficult to guard, and it doesn't matter if he's inside or outside. He's tough.
For New York, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. That one is off.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Good on the second free throw. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Duran. 8 points for him. Here's Cunningham. Lays it up and banks it in. Cunningham's got 21.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Cunningham against Brunson. Pass to Towns. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Hart. Second shot opportunity. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, a ferocious putback. Towns sends it down.
Pistons trail by 14. Outside Hardaway. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Cunningham against Brunson. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cade.
Now, here's Hart. No scoring in this one. Here's Brunson. That shot missing. Cunningham with some nice D. To the inside. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Harris.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Now here's Brunson. 24 points for him. Cans it from downtown.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And the Knicks with possession here. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Thompson against Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Out to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Towns, a screen on Hardaway. Here's Bridges, and again it's New York.
Sometimes the mid-range is your best opportunity. Bridges more than willing to make that shot work.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Hardaway kicks to Harris. Thompson against Hart. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
The Knicks leading by 13. Brunson the pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. New York moving it around. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. Beasley's checked in for Detroit. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Cade Cunningham. And so it's New York with it. 13-point lead. Towns, a screen on Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Knicks have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far. And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Detroit. It's a 14-point game. Harris outside. Duran sets the screen for Harris. They get it again. Kicks it out to Beasley. This one for 3. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Now here's Towns. 10 points for him. Here's Bridges. And the shot is long. Pistons trail by 11. Thompson outside.
Well, when Dennis Schroeder is in attack mode, he is skilled enough to get the defense to overcommit.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for New York.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
The first one falls. Stewart checked in for Thompson. Both shots good from the stripe. And here is Bridges. 21 points in the game. Let's a floater go. Stewart with the steal. Beasley outside. Stewart finds Schroeder. Harris looking it over. Pass to Duran. Shot clock at 5. Duran sets the screen for Beasley. Off target from three-point range. The Knicks by 9. Brunson with a head of steam. Now Achua. Brunson outside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
One of Jalen Brunson's specialties, the and one, just being aggressive.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Pistons trail by 12.
Get up on Dennis.
Schroeder outside. Beasley with a clean look. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Beasley's got 14.
Now, this is Beasley's game, right? The ability to know when to shoot it off the catch.
Bridges kicks to Hart. Pass to Achua. Brunson, left side. And the shot goes down. Brunson's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Schroeder outside. Beasley with it. The 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 29 points. Bridges outside. Towns a screen on Beasley. Bridges, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pistons trail by 8. Harris with it. Brunson picks him up. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Back to Harris. Stewart finds Beasley. Duran sets the screen for Beasley. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's Hart on the wing. He's guarded by Schroeder. Puts it up from 12. Here's Achua. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Achua's got his second bucket. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Hart against Harris. 1:46 left to play in the third. Schroeder against Brunson. For 3, Harris. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Down low. The dunk by Achua.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Schroeder passes to Stewart. Here's Beasley. Schroeder looking around. Duren with the screen on Brunson. Schroeder passes to Duren. Shoots over Towns. That one wide left. New York leading by 12. Brunson with it. Duren picks him up.
But Jalen Brunson's driving ability just puts such extraordinary pressure on defenses.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. And the first one at the line is good. So for the Knicks, Robinson comes in for Towns. And Anunoby subbed in for Josh Hart. Detroit also making some changes. Holland, he's checked in for Duren. Fontecchio's coming in for Harris. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And both free throws good for Brunson. Pistons trail by 14. 43 seconds left in the third. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, because he's got pretty good athleticism, Malik Beasley, when he gets to the cup, he's looking to score, folks.
Pistons have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
2 shots.
That's good from Beasley.
Guys, for Malik Beasley, it comes down to one thing in my mind, taking good shots. When he does that, he's super effective.
Miles McBride's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And both free throws good for Beasley. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Bridges outside. Back to McBride. There's a screen by Robinson. McBride passes to Robinson. New York, no good that time either. Pistons trail by 12. Now Fontecchio. Still yet to score. To the paint. Here's Achua. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Knicks out front, they lead by 12. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. New York leading by 12, and Detroit looking at who they've got. Holland is out there with Fontecchio. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Sasser in at the point guard. Pistons shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Fontecchio passes to Beasley. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Down low, Towns. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Now here's Beasley. Pass to Stewart. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class-eating. Anunoby left side. They set the pick to the left side wing. Payne gets a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Beasley for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Beasley's got 11 points here in just the second half.
This is Beasley's game, right? Solid at pulling up on a dime and delivering the made shot.
Here's Payne. Sasser with the rebound. Pistons trail by 11. Beasley outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. It's Beasley on the wing. To the inside. Here's Holland. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Towns.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. No good on the second free throw. New York leading by 10. Here's McBride. Second chance shot. And Towns lays it in.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You've got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
Here's Sasser. Payne covering. Beasley for 3. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient. Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Pistons trail by 11. Here's Sasser. Stewart finds Fontecchio. Here's Holland. Off target with his 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
McBride passes to Anunoby. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Good on the shot.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Here's Towns. Pass to McBride. 5 to shoot. Robinson a screen on Beasley. McBride's shot is off. Pistons trail by 9. Sasser with it. Beasley the screen. Sasser can't hit. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Count the basket.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Pass to Holland. Back to Sasser. Here's Holland, defended by Towns. Now Stewart. Here's Holland. No good on the three. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Robinson passes to Towns. Robinson down low. Stewart on him. Payne's shot is good.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Here's Sasser. Payne covering. Beasley, the pass to Fontecchio. From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Sasser with it. Payne covering. Back to Sasser. It's Beasley on the wing. To end the run. It's good from long range. Beasley's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Towns. Stewart with the steal. Fontecchio. He's guarded by Anunoby.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And a new group in for the Knicks. Achua, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Tobias Harris.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Achua. Hard against Thompson. Yes, that goes in. And the Knicks lead by 11.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Harris outside. Cunningham for three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Bridges outside. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Hardaway. Bridges against Harris. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. New York leading by 8. Now here's Brunson. Bridges outside. Three-pointer. Rebound, Detroit. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
That free throw, no good. The Knicks making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. And he sinks the second. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. At one point, they led by 16. Hardaway against Bridges. And here is Hart. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Towns. Sinks the three-pointer. Towns has got 19 points.
Yeah, the very definition of a stretch 4 or 5, whatever position he happens to be playing, Cat can space the floor.
Duran with a screen on Brunson. Here's Cunningham. Duran trying to break free. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Cunningham.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
To Brunson. Inside, here's Towns. The defense that time from Duran.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
The Knicks leading by 8. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
That's good from Anunoby. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Pistons trail by 11. Cunningham outside. And no good. Towns with the defensive effort. New York's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Now Brunson takes a three. Bangs on the trifecta. Brunson's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And here's Brunson. They'll bring it up for New York. At one point, they led by 16. One falls for Brunson. And both free throws good for Brunson. Here's Cunningham. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Quick shot there, and it's off target. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
It's Hart on the wing. Guarded by Harris. Anunoby outside. 6 to shoot. Bridges for 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 11 rebounds in the game. Harris against Hart. Here's Cunningham. Basket good. Cunningham's got 30 points. New York's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Knicks.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. And so Cunningham nails both of them. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Payne looking around. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Stewart. Detroit with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Waters. To the paint. Reed dishes to Cunningham. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. Here's Payne. So it's New York picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.